We would like to invite you to watch the English news on the essential television channel of Đồng Nai province. Ladies and gentlemen, on May 7, 1954, the historic Điện Biên Phủ campaign ended successfully. This is considered an epic poem of the miraculous People's War. To commemorate this important historical event, yesterday morning, in Điện Biên Phủ City, Điện Biên Province, the Central Executive Committee of the Communist Party of Vietnam, the National Assembly, the President, the Government of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, the Central Committee of the Vietnam Farland Front, and Điện Biên Province solemnly organized the 70th anniversary of the Điện Biên Phủ victory, May 7th, 1954, May 7th, 2024. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính gave a speech at the ceremony. Also attending were comrades who are leaders and former leaders of the party and the state. On behalf of the party and the state, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính delivered a respectful speech expressing his remembrance and infinite gratitude to President Ho Chi Minh, a genius leader, national liberation hero, and world cultural celebrity. General Võ Nguyên Giáp, one of President Ho Chi Minh's outstanding students, Commander-in-Chief of the Army, directly the Commander and Secretary of the Party Committee of the Điện Biên Phủ campaign, generals, officers, soldiers, young volunteers, frontline workers, and the army and people of the whole country heroically fought and sacrificed, achieving the victory of Điện Biên Phủ. The Điện Biên Phủ campaign won a resounding victory, dealing a decisive blow, defeating the last effort of the French colonialists in the war of invasion of Vietnam. The Prime Minister called with the spirit of decisive battle and decisive victory of the Điện Biên Phủ campaign in the past. The more excited and proud we are about the heroic historical traditions of the nation and the previous generations, the more we strengthen our confidence and see clearly our responsibility to the country in the present and the future. Overcoming difficulties, determining to strive the highest, to continue to create miracles of New Điện Biên Phủ in the course of building and protecting the socialist fatherland of Vietnam. Vietnam Farland Front Committee of Bảo Quan Commune Long Khánh City has just launched the model of friend male pulse listening to people's responding to 7 weeks of peak competition from March the 26th to May the 15th to celebrate the 70th anniversary of the Điện Biên Phủ victory, May the 7th, 1954, May the 7th, 2024, launched by the Đồng Nai Provincial Team Council. Many schools in the province have organized practical and meaningful programs and activities to educate students about revolutionary traditions, about the stature and value of the Điện Biên Phủ victory. Thereby, it has attracted tens of thousands of team members and students to participate. The Điện Biên Phủ campaign, with 56 days and nights of courageous, cunning, and creative fighting by our army and people, destroyed the entire group of Điện Biên Phủ strongholds, entering the world history as a brilliant victory resplendent in 5 continents, shaking the earth. Propaganda and education about this important historical event has contributed to spreading to the young generation the love of homeland and country, continuing the immortal spirit of the Điện Biên Phủ victory in today's era. Opinions in Lecture Hamlet. The male pulse is mounted in front of the gate of Lecture Hamlet, Bảo Quan Commune. Every month, the head of the Hamlet Front Working Committee will open the male pulse choice on the 15th and the last day of the month. At the same time, making a record and synthesize the people's opinions and recommendations to report to the Standing Committee of the Commune Vietnam Farland Front Committee. Through the friend male pulse listening to people's opinions, the Commune Farland Front promptly captures the thoughts, aspirations, and public opinions of the people to report and reflect to the party committee and authorities in leadership and administration, thereby contributing to limiting the situation of over-level complaints, promptly resolving pressing issues right from the residential area, preventing them from becoming hotspots. In his inauguration speech for the 5th term on May the 7th, Russian President Vladimir Putin said that the West needs to decide for itself whether it wants to engage in dialogue with Russia or pursue relentless aggression aimed at hindering the country's development. Commenting on Russia's future and the relationship between Moscow and other countries, Mr. Putin emphasized, "We do not refuse dialogue with Western states. The choice is theirs. Do they intend to continue trying to restrain the development of Russia, continue the policy of aggression, continuous pressure on our country for years, or look for a path to cooperation and peace?" The Russian president affirmed that cooperation must include discussions on issues of security and strategic stability. However, according to him, any negotiations must be carried out with mutual respect on equal basis and without arrogance, conceit, and personal exclusivity. President Putin added, "Together with our partners in Eurasian integration and other sovereign development centers, we will continue to work on the formation of a multipolar world order, an equal and indivisible security system." On May 7th, Germany deployed 2 warships to the Indo-Pacific region. This is considered Germany's effort to increase its military presence in the region. Speaking at the naval base in Wilhelmshaven in the north, German Defense Minister Boris Pistorius affirmed that tensions between China and Taiwan, as well as tensions in the South China Sea, have put pressure on freedom of navigation and freedom of movement on trade routes. Speaking to the press before the 2 warships left, Mr. Pistorius stated, "Looking the other way, showing no presence in the Indo-Pacific in support of the international rules-based order, that's not an option for Germany. This presence is very important." German warships will pass through the South China Sea, but it is unclear whether they will pass through the Taiwan Strait, as the U.S. side has done. In 2021, a German warship entered the South China Sea for the first time in nearly 20 years, joining other Western countries in expanding their military presence in the region, amid alarm over China's territorial ambitions. You have just watched the English news on the Essential Television channel of the Domnai Province. Thank you for joining us, and goodbye.